All right, and we are live, guys. Anyway, this is my first live broadcast, and so I'm going to start putting the live event up. I'm going to, I think there's a link to somehow get to the YouTube, but let me double check that. Nope, I don't know how Technical difficulties. All right, so I will just figure that out. But anyway, in the meantime, my name is Cody Martin. I am going to be running Escape the Other. I've been GMing for about 8 years. Kind of came from 3.x to Pathfinder to D&D 5e. And I'm a world builder hobbyist. So I will get my two players to introduce themselves and say whatever they want to say while I try to figure out how to get a link to the YouTube. So either one of you want to chime in, go right ahead. I'll mute my mic.
Okay, go first, I guess. My name is Kronos. I playing Iroh Bronzetail, and I am a human cleric.
Alrighty, I'm Christopher Manning, and I run the YouTube channel Unreasonably Reasonable, which is just a generalist hobby channel for me now. Started out as an atheist channel, but now I've grown it into other things that I enjoy, including this. So I am playing a fighter, a T'Cho alien fighter by the name of Zinchik. So I'm really excited for the game, and I hope everyone has a good time.
Okay, so I found the link. So I'm going to start posting this to different groups, and we will see if anybody wishes to watch. All right, so I will. All right, so your introduction will be as follows. Wherever you came from, wherever you're from in any sort of different dimension, time, or otherwise, you guys have wound up in a very strange and peculiar place. Currently, around you, you see many different shapes and land masses, from floating mountains to rivers, bright colors that assault your vision, sounds of every which way from every universe imaginable will kind of miasmically change and alter, from children's laughter to the sound of a train or other different things as you continue along. You are currently standing what appears to be a marsh, in knee-deep in some sort of strange liquid. However, you don't feel any sort of sensation. You feel it's more of you see it, but you can't actually sense it. You're surrounded by giant puffballs of different neon colors that look like giant dandelions. In the distance, you see what appears to be floating trees that could be a forest. To the south, you see what appears to be an ocean that is suspended in midair. And if you look up, you see what appears to be an upside-down city What do you do? So now I'm going to start the game by talking to or getting the players to introduce themselves and the characters and the situation that I just illustrated. So let's start with whoever wants to chime in first.
Alrighty. Zinchikt, clad in his battle suit, a dark, deep gray and blue with powerful neon blue lights all throughout. He goes in, opens a wrist computer, does a couple of scans, but his computer seems to be faulty, and his scans coming back with readings that just couldn't be possible. He goes through, closes his computer, looks around, tries to get a bearing. He looks closer into what he looks to be some sort of boggish water, puts his hand through and realizes that it's not actually there. Some sort of hologram? He isn't sure. He looks at the erstwhile creature next to him, and that is where I'll be passing on.
Iroh looks up to Zintik, and he don't know if he gets more surprised by the land where he is or that creature sides him, so he takes his flail in one hand, his shield in the other, and who the hell are you? Bailandis!
You hear a kind of a low, monotonous, droning voice in your own language, but you realize after a little while you're not hearing it. It's going into your mind. I am Zinchikt. Please, do not attack. It will not end well for you. I do not know where we are, but I do not think a conflict is what we need now to escape this place. Perhaps we should work together.
You seems to be not aggressive, so I shall not be. Do you have any idea what is this place? Never saw anything like that in any of my travels.
Cannot be sure. This place is wholly unlike anything I've seen. I made some scans on this. He shows you a device attached to his suit on his arm. They were inconclusive.
There is any kind of path around, or should I take a perception check to kind of find a path around the trees and the world in general?
I'm sorry, say that last part again.
The a path around the trees or something that I would say, oh, guess we could be that way.
When you think of a path, you actually see what appears to be a suspended dirt path that winds almost like a serpent, and it starts going through the floating trees as soon as you think of it.
Do you wanna go through that path? I don't know. I just guess staying here don't will give us any answer.
You're muted.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
So my character is going to look over at the path, look into the floating forest beyond, and look at his human companion and say, I'm not one to trust paths that materialize out of nothing.
Did you have anything to add, Kronos?
Do you have any better idea?
I don't know. If we can fly, I'd like to go up. But even I don't have that ability.
As
No.
soon as you think of it, as soon as you think about going to the upper city, I need you guys to make a reflex save.
A dexterity save?
Yes,
Oh.
dexterity save. Sorry.
No, you're cool. An 18 plus 4, so a 22.
Okay.
11.
All right. So as soon as he thinks of that, the entire world switches from where you were at, and now the marsh is on top, and you guys fall down into the city. However, you guys aren't falling at a speed that would warrant uh, pain.
That's good.
You're
Good.
floating down. However, because of the very swift switch of the entire plane, your character Iroh falls prone. You can describe how he falls prone, but onto the
He
cobblestones.
he take any damage?
No.
He just starts to feel his feet getting out of the ground, and when he looks up, he's already close to the ground and fall like this with the cobblestones hitting his shoulder, and then he tumbles. And he stays there for a while just to try to figure out what happened. And his owl just lands on his chest and
All right. Does Zin have anything to say?
No, he's just going to lend a hand to help him get up if he requires it.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
what's the city like?
All right. When you get into the city, you see it has a lot of strange architectures. Some of the buildings right around you look to be in a late medieval era, made of lumber and other things. But as you look around, you see that there's a large clock tower that looks to be made of stone with a large facing clock. You see some very tall, skinny structures with big, large bases that look kind of modern artsy. And just in general, there's towers and small buildings and all different types of architecture. However, the one thing that stays common is this road is cobblestones.
Looking at the more impressive, more artsy, as you said, buildings, I'm reminded of my home, my series of homes. Really, my race. They don't have a singular home planet. Instead, they're nomadic, and they live in giant, massive ships with elegant architecture, quite like you described it. And he's just feeling very homesick and very confused.
Kronos will. Kronos, no. Iroh will just stand up with help of Zin, and he just gonna touch this medieval-like houses and structures to make sure it's real or not. And he remembers the travels he made with his ship and the place he stood while enslaved. and he says, "Oh, this kind make makes me remind something, but I never have been this place."
As you guys are slowly getting reminded of your home and different things like that, Zin, you see uh, a couple people walking down the cobblestones towards you. They look like they're from your your home vessel. However, on closer inspection, they almost look like holograms. You don't hear any of their footsteps, and you just see them kind of going about their business.
I look around, I look at that, and my character whips up his hands, and as his hands come up, uh, sort of. Sorry, totally read that. Uh, these mechanical things start snaking around his hands and come up into one hand, and it turns into the handle of a gun, and the other one turns into the front end, and then they kind of form together. And then now he has his laser rifle in his hand, and he's aiming it up, and it's the same cool color as it is on there. And then he's just looking around, and he's going to be very careful because he knows the people that just got pulled out of his mind, and he knows that them to be dead.
Okay. So, what is your mental state right now? Is it anxious? Is it ready to shoot at any moment? Is it
Alert, careful, methodical.
okay? So as you do that, you kind of see in front of you a couple cobblestones start to shake, but they don't seem to be doing anything except for that. The different people kind of go around minding their own business, looking into shops, and doing what normal people do from your vessel.
Kronos looks to Zing and asks, uh, "What's about danger?"
I look at him and I say, "Do you not notice?" Well, I don't say. I think towards him. Do you not notice the way they walk about? No sound, no movement, no footsteps, no humming, no people chatting. This place is too quiet for a city populated by my people. Look, the way they touch the ground, it's not right. It's the uncanny.
The uncanny?
We have a really good sense of when something isn't natural. It's this small place right before the natural way something acts, and an artificial way in which it gives itself away.
Okay. So as you guys are talking, Cronus, you start seeing people that you have met in previous things. Shopkeepers that you've met are peddling their wares to the people of his vessel. You see people that were once your companions that you know to be long dead to be walking around as well. And it just seems to be overflowing with just all the different adventures and all the friends you've ever made.
I start approaching them, but Iroh is not so sure about that. He may think he's dead by now, since some fallen companions are there, and he tries to reach someone and say like a hello, at least.
They ignore you. It's almost as if you're invisible. They go about their actions.
Then he tries to grasp one of them with the hands to see if he touches or he passes through.
You pass through. These are just, from what you guys can gather, are just coming from your mind, just images or aftershades.
Alright. My character is going to close his mind and concentrate very hard. He's trying to block his mind from forming these astral projections.
Okay.
He opens his eyes. What does he say?
You see that all the people that you were imagining or that you had in your subconscious have gone. The streets are once again barren, and nothing. No one from your vessel or people that you know is there anymore.
All right. I look over to Iroh and I say, well, I think, of course, I think towards him. I believe the best thing for us to do is to clear as many of these illusions as possible. Let's find out what causes these things. Maybe we'll be one step closer to getting back to where.
All right, and just as you say that, you guys feel the entire city seems to be moving up and down in an erratic fashion. Make a reflex save.
Oh.
18.
Oh no!
What happened?
Guess.
Oh no.
Is it a 1?
Yeah.
All right, so describe how horrible you cannot keep your balance.
Well, 1 plus my mod, it's 0, so I get it's pretty bad.
Yeah, so just describe what happens to your character.
The train's just like this, or no?
You go prone, so.
Yeah, I go prone, but I get off my balance so impressive bad that I flip backwards and go prone.
The ground must have shifted up, and you just kind of like, whoa.
Ah!
So now he is prone, and out of the distance, you actually see a giant stone. Or no, you see a giant humanoid creature stomping through the city. It seems to be breaking things apart by just forcing its arms through it, and those giant towers that reminded you of home seem to just be breaking, and it just doesn't care what's in its path, and it seems to be coming towards you guys.
All right, before it gets too close, let's close our eyes and try to imagine it not being there and see what happens.
Nothing. It's still coming towards you.
So it's a thing. So let's do our best to get out of here.
Okay, I get up.
I believe you should get up. Yes.
Okay. So you guys get up, and it's pretty far away currently. It's at the edge of the city, but it's big enough to see from here, so it must be colossal. Whatever this thing is, it's just coming. It's coming from the north.
Let's run to the south.
Sounds like a good idea.
Alright, so you guys start running towards the south, and in the distance you see the floating ocean, just basically amorphously kind of going. And as you're running, you realize that the city is moving faster than you're running, almost as if it's speeding you along. And the the giant creature just seems to get more and more far away.
All right.
So
Yeah.
now you finally end up at the edge of this giant, miles-long amount of water. You guys see, from what you can tell, there is a mass in the middle of this, but you can't tell exactly what it is from here because it's too dark. Would you like to roll a perception, or okay?
That was a 7 plus 3, so a 10.
Okay,
I
and
can send my owl.
you what now?
I can send my owl to check.
It's okay. Do you want to send your owl into the water?
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay. So what do you do?
I look. That thing is chasing us yet, or
It's in the
it's too
city,
far?
but but the city is now just on the horizon. You
Good.
can barely even see the giant creature anymore.
Hmm. There isn't a boat close.
Say what?
There is any boat?
As soon as you guys think of a boat, a small rowboat appears.
I think of one of my people's more impressive ships.
Okay.
It's still a watercraft, however, it's like kind of like an alien watercraft.
Okay, so it changes from a traditional wooden boat into one of your crafts from your thoughts.
And can we just imagine getting on the boat?
As soon as you do that, you both are transported straight onto the boat.
So let's fly, my friend.
Okay,
Fly?
so the problem is that this is a very large amorphous ball of water. It's not like a surface. So are you going into it?
And
Or
we're
are you
going
going?
across the surface, but no. I mean, the surface of the planet's ocean isn't just flat, man. So it's all good.
Okay. So the thing is like basically as it ripples and things, you're actually being tossed around like this because it's like a puddle, almost as if it's floating in space.
This is actually
No,
miles and miles wide.
yeah,
It's got a fairly flat surface.
yeah, but but it's not moving in a traditional current way. It's moving more like with water and anti-gravity.
That's fine. That's fine. No worries.
All right, so as you guys are closer now, you see what appears to be almost a coral reef, a very large sphere in the center. And as you look down into the water, you see creatures of every shape and size, from whales to fish to God knows what. Huh?
Zarsifars from my planet.
Yes.
I thought so.
And
Those things are dangerous. They're like
yeah.
shark squids.
So yeah, so
Like
you see,
fish?
and as you guys are currently in your boat, are you inside like a submarine thing, or are you
It's closed
in?
off.
It's closed off. Okay.
And
So
let's just say it can do the submarine thing too.
okay. So you guys are inside a submarine, like
Boat
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's-
Anyway, and you see one of those creatures that you were just talking about come up and try to attack this ship.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hit my anti-Zarsifar button.
Anti-Zarsifar button. It doesn't exist.
Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna start gunning the boat away.
I look to
Alright, so
Zane
now
and say, where are the harpoons of this?
This boat didn't have harpoons.
when you think of harpoons, they suddenly appear on the ship.
Alright.
However, now we're going to do a chase. So so with that said, you guys are going to be uh, quarry, and this thing's going to chase you. So now you guys, I need you to roll initiatives.
Uh,
Alright. That was a 4 plus 4, so 8.
Okay.
Chew.
All right.
I
So we're gonna
hate my
use.
dice.
So we're gonna use your 8. I'm gonna start rolling in the actual chat now. I hate that my Google Hangout is not in the same video as everything else, but whatever. Okay, so it's initiative. It goes first. So what it's going to do is it gets close enough to the vehicle to take a swipe. All right, 14 hits the boat's AC, and it's going to deal 8 points of damage straight to the ship. It takes an enormous thrashing from its tentacle, and you see a dent in the ship as you guys are starting to beeline it. All right, so now it is your guys' turn. So, with that said, one of you is going to take, I'm assuming the guy who knows how to command the ship, or at least has some brief knowledge, is going to take the wheel.
What is the ability score for that, for actually using the ship? Because I do have a vehicle proficiency.
Okay, so yeah, I just use that for, and then I think maybe intelligence, because your ship's more technical.
Sure, that works for me. So I'm going to roll for trying to evade the creature and get away. So I got a 13 plus a 7, so I got an unnatural 20. So
Okay.
my character pulls back a few levers and hits a handful of buttons. The heads-up display on the craft's what looks like to you anyway, glass windshield. Various types of heads-up display meters are there in different colors, and then a language that is wholly beyond you. Different odd-looking numerals start to flash and turn as the vehicle dodges and slips side by side. And I hit my scanner and I try to find out, did I evade the creature?
Okay, so you need to make, yeah, we'll just use that as their thing and their passive perception. So what did you roll for it?
That was a 13 plus
13?
intelligence, which is 4, plus my proficiency with vehicles, which is plus 3.
Okay.
So 20.
All right, so as you do this, you pedal to the metal and you get far enough away from this creature that you just got away.
Word.
And you escaped. So now you're going deeper into the water towards that coral reef.
I wish I had really decent onboard scanners for this thing so I could figure out what's causing this thing to just exist like this.
Your scanners and whatnot still do the same thing that your computers do. They can't really make heads or tails of anything.
I figured.
And as you guys are putting along inside your ship, what do you guys do?
I've set it onto an auto course with something that'll beep if anything gets within about 50 meters. And then I get up and I start showing him how to actually use the ship.
Okay.
I show him some very basics. I'll teach him the basic numerical system that the Tacho use.
I get used.
So he can read the different actual counters.
I looked at it and oh, that looked like one of my ships, but with more round things that you push than ropes.
Right. We learned long ago how to utilize different abilities, different energies to propel our craft.
Yeah, we just use magic.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that. But Quantum fusion helps.
All right. And as you guys continue to talking, you're setting a course for that coral, or where are you going? That's the only thing that you really see other than the floating creatures around.
Well, I don't have. I guess I'll go closer to the core. I don't want to force you.
It's all
Better
up to you guys.
better the coral than the floating things around. I guess the coral will bite us.
Okay.
Will bite us less than those creatures.
All
I
right.
want to
So
go into stealth mode on my ship, turning off all exterior lights and then all of the exterior propellers, just so that we're going. It's going to be slower, but
it's fine. All right. So as you guys approach this giant sphere, you see it's covered from every single square foot with different types of coral, and it's very colorful, almost neon-like colors like you had before. However, you see a handful of humanoids with fish-like appendages kind of hiding inside the coral, watching from the ship, or from your ship. You see them.
Iroh looks to the thing and says, "Your ship will not get invaded by that."
I don't know.
Wanna shoot first?
Yes. And at that, I think of these powerful quantum cannons that my people will have on their spaceships, assuming that what usually happens when we think of things happens.
Okay. You see the harpoons turn into those cannons. However, roll a knowledge check, or a intelligence check, I should say.
A1.
A 1.
Which is a 5.
Yeah, you didn't factor in the fact that those guns or those things aren't actually built for pressure of deep ocean, and as soon as you imagine them, they crush.
Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Space and ocean are two different places. No, can I think of guns that are built for the ocean that are like that?
Do you have that on your planet? Really?
My race is a nomadic race that invades other planets, lots of other different types of planets.
Okay.
So,
All right, so I'll allow it. However, with the crushing of those cannons, the creatures start getting very, very agitated. You see about 20 of them start swarming up with what looks to be tridents and nets and all sorts of other things, and they have really sharp teeth, and as they get closer and closer, you realize that these things...
I flick on the deep sea lights.
Huh?
I flick on the deep sea lights.
As soon as you do that, they all get stunned.
And then can we start firing on them at this point?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Oh my god.
17 plus 4 is 21.
Okay.
Come on.
Get a 20.
14?
Okay.
It's my best roll yet.
Oh god. I'm not going to use that. Let's use this because it's unfair. It was a 20. Alright, so because they're stunned, and because I forgot my honor of using the dice roller. Anyway, you see that they are completely just floating there, grabbing at their eyes, almost like clawing their faces in the pain.
And that's when we're going to unleash our surprise round. and blast those fools.
Okay.
So, just an attack
So
roll.
I'm gonna say, what would you say is the range? Is it a cone? Is it a line? Is it a?
I line just like single attacks per enemy. I don't know.
Okay.
I line.
Well,
Line.
all right. So the way that that works. Okay, and how long is it?
I don't know. A football field,
Okay.
100 yards, 300 feet.
So 300 feet. Okay. And right. So, sorry, checking my little handy dandy GM screen here, trying to find the exact thing that. Ah, here we go. Okay, so if it's a line, it's 300 divided by 30, round up. So that would be, goodness. I should have my calculator up this whole time. I'm sorry.
Divided by 30 is 10.
Okay, so you hit 10 of them with one shot, and they vaporize.
I like vaporization.
Yeah. And but you shot straight at the coral, which you now see it cracks, and from that crack is a very large pair of eyes that seem to look at you through the abyss.
Oh,
I look
great.
at him and I'll say, it's time to peace.
Jeez.
All right.
Iron will say, "Oh, this kind of thing reminds me of Dragonfire." Then he just looks in, and to attack is this thing, and pushes a button that he might think it's the attack button, but he not so sure. He just press a handful of buttons.
Oh God. Roll an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh, 8.
8.
I look at him and I scream, "What are you doing?" As my ship starts, as my shielding starts to turn off, and my ship starts to crumple from the pressure of the ocean, and I just slam on the shield just in time before it destroys us.
You notice that it might be just a little too late, and the ship starts to collapse on you. But just when you think you're all about to die, it crushes in on itself and implodes, and you're floating in the water.
Well, my
Nothing.
captain has a swim speed of 30, so he's pretty good. So he's just gonna start up to the surface.
Yeah. But you are unaffected by the pressure that your vehicle was.
Really
Yes.
weird.
I have a heavy armor, and I think I start to sink deeply.
Oh God. So you're sinking towards the giant eyes.
There, my owl just swims up, and I swim down.
All right. So make your swim checks.
Is my
You
character
get disadvantage.
aware of what's happening?
Your character can see.
The owl.
Yeah, your character can see that he's failing, but he has to make his swim checks right now.
Disadvantage.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's athletics.
How much was it?
It's an athletics or just strength.
You either do athletics or strength. Yeah.
I go athletics.
And you have to roll two.
No!
You have to roll 2 d20s and take the lowest.
Yeah, I roll a 20 and a 5.
Nice. You're sinking like a rock.
So it's a
you
10.
move. You think your entire movement speed this round. So you are now 30 feet. 30 feet closer to the giant gaping maw of what looks to be a sort of weird giant reptile of sorts. Its head sticks out, and you see it looks like a giant turtle.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
that's shitty.
All right, so
Uh,
did you hear what happened?
Yeah, I was just in the other room getting a bowl of Reese's Puffs.
Okay. But yeah, so he failed so badly on his swim check that he is now 30 feet closer to the giant gaping maw of what appears to be a turtle of sorts.
All right.
What do you do?
yeah. Go.
My character noticed all this happening, so of course he starts swimming back. He starts swimming down towards, and as he does
Okay.
this, he sticks out his hand and shoots out the grappling hook,
Nice.
and he grabs him, and he pulls him, and he starts swimming back up.
Okay, so I need to see two things from you. I need to
Sure.
see a dexterity or ranged attack to see
Sure.
if you hit his AC.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it shouldn't be his AC. It should.
Maybe half
I'll
his
make
AC.
a. Yeah, I'll make it half.
All right, and then what's the other thing? Well, I'll do the first thing first, and that is a 11 plus 7. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So it gets onto his leg or his arm, and now you have to make a strength check in order to. Oh wait, no. Actually, take your swim check, but at disadvantage. That'll work.
Oh well, I don't need a swim check. I literally
Okay.
swim. So I'll take a
Okay.
swim check. How about that?
Huh?
I'll take a swim check. How about that? Because I have
Okay.
30 swim speed for taking the mare on their feet, which is my special training to be what my character is. He's like a shock.
Okay. So are you saying like advantage, disadvantage cancel each other kind of thing, or?
Well, I'm saying that I have to take a swim. So I mean, you can't really give me a disadvantage on a swim check.
Oh, well, that's weird because like you're carrying this really super heavy dude.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Give me a swim check.
Okay. Yeah.
Alrighty, which is shit because my strength is 10 anyway. So that's
What?
I'm a dex fighter, man. I got a 9.
All right. So
Anywhere.
you successfully got it wrapped around his arm, and you got him, and you're about ready to get back up, but his weight of his armor is just too much, and you both sink about 30 more feet down. You're about 60 feet away from the gaping maw of this giant reptilian turtle-like creature.
Is it his turn again?
Yeah, it's his turn.
My turn?
Yep.
I see the creature, right?
Yep.
Oh. I can't use that. I'm back.
Okay.
I don't know. My first thing is violence, so well,
Okay.
I'll try to violence.
Okay, so what do you do?
Sacred flame.
You try doing what now?
Sacred flame to the
What is
creature.
that? Wait, are you doing fire underwater?
No, it's radiance.
It's godly
Okay.
fire.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna shoot at this thing. So I'm gonna give you inspiration for using your flaw. However, you're gonna move half of your speed closer to it. So from 60, you go down to 45 feet away from it. What's your range on that?
It's 60 feet.
Okay, so you can still shoot it. All right.
So I I make a. It's attack.
Okay.
17.
All right. It hits. Deal your damage.
It's 2d8. 8.
All right. So you deal 8 damage, and it just roars underwater. Bubbles are everywhere, and as it does that, it is now Zin's turn. What do? You just saw your comrade shoot a laser of holy fire at this thing.
My character just grabs the rope, starts swimming as fast as possible. He has a 10, and he's going to roll an action point.
Okay.
So that's a 14. Do I drag him any farther away?
You drag him half your movement speed.
All right, 15 feet away.
Yep. So he's back to 60 feet. All right, and it's the monster's turn. So the monster is going to shoot a cone of bubbles, or what appears to be bubbles, at you, at Cronus's character, Hyro. So I will roll this dice roller d20, and it misses. Somehow, some way, you avoid this giant cone of Kamehameha bubbles that comes out of its mouth.
I put my shield on the front, the cone divide and misses.
Nice. So with quick thinking and reflexes, you take up your shield against the bubbles, and it pushes you guys further away, 30 more feet from the pressure. Or, yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So you guys are almost out of here, but it starts ramming itself against the core of the coral. So I'm going to make a strength check. All right, and it seems to be breaking pretty quickly. All right, so back up to you guys' order.
I guess his is first.
Mm-hmm. It's an action scene, but I'm not really worried about the initiative order, really, right this second.
What's the distance between me and
75
any
feet
creature?
currently. Any creature, or just that one?
Any creature.
We're about 30 feet away.
Yeah, you see what appears to be a giant squid about 30 feet away from you. And about 100 feet above you is what appears to be a blue whale.
Oh, but none of them are hostile.
No.
I'm not gonna attack that. I try to turn and swim again.
Okay.
Roll with the disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're heavy armor. Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah! 15!
All right, so you finally get to move up to half your speed up towards you, and now you guys are both at the same amount of level, about 80 to 85 feet away from the monster currently.
I look here and just.
Alright. I keep the grappling hook attached to us in case some shit goes down where either of us might need to pull one of us away.
Okay.
So there's maybe 30 to 40 feet worth of grappling hook rope between us.
Okay.
And we're just going to keep swimming up.
All right. So
Can I put just add to my action? Can I reach him if I stand my arm?
can you reach what?
Zing?
The thing. What do you?
Zing.
The dragon
No,
or the thing?
Zing.
I'm sorry, I'm not
My
catching it.
partner.
Oh, Zin, got it.
Then
Can you reach? Yeah, you can reach him.
I will touch him in the arm with try to hit him with my shield, and I will give him guidance so he can add a D4 in his ability check.
Nice. So he's attached to you, but he's giving you some guidance, and hopefully, so you guys can get the hell out of here with your swim speed.
Well, I'm going to roll, and that is a 15. I'm going to just add that guidance for funsies, and
Okay.
that's a 16. So
Alright.
do I get to get us 30 feet away?
Okay, so you're using an action. Are you going to use your bonus action to dash too? Because you can do that.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're just trying to get out of dodge. So
Yeah,
I've been surprised that you guys haven't been using that. Actually.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, so you guys dash, and you guys get about 100 feet farther away, and this thing finally breaks free, and it is trying to go right on your heels. So once again, you're being chased by a giant reptilian turtle creature.
I just hope and wish that we had some sort of ship.
Okay. So from that, when you finally think of it, you see a speed cruiser or underwater submarine speed cruiser, and
Right.
you face straight into it.
Oh my god. I take a big breath. My 18 lungs filling up and all my lung sacs in my arms. They've got bird arms, not bird arms, but like bird bones. You know how they have air sacs, so they breathe really well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys finally get into the ship, and you freaking make your intelligence check.
It's a new ship, right?
Yeah, new ship.
I'm flying my ship.
So I don't
It's a
know
16 after.
nothing.
Huh?
It's a 16.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay, so 16.
Yeah.
You just take the freaking throttle and you pump it, and you just get the hell way out of that water. Now you're actually floating in air.
Oh God! Thank God. I'd actually hoped that I'd have some sort of dog fighter, which is my personal favorite craft.
All right, your craft turns into that.
Cool.
So anyway, so now you're floating or flying in the what appears to be airspace of this place. What do you do?
No.
First, I start to we did it. Then I look around and say, "Where is my owl?" And she lands on my shoulder. Oh,
All right. So you guys have explored 2 different weird places in here, and not a single clue yet of how the hell to get out of it.
I wish for a clue.
That doesn't work.
one sec. I just have to let out some of the beer.
My character is going to try to finagle with his system to see if he can get his scanners to work.
Okay. So make an intelligence-based check and see if you make the proper adjustments.
That is 5 plus 4. That's 9. Do I get any other bonuses? Investigation, maybe?
Yeah, we'll allow it.
That's 12.
Okay, so 12, you still can't seem to get the readings to be anything more than just a bunch of random garbage. But you do get a solid reading about life forms that are in here, actual other humanoid sapient life forms.
Where should I be headed?
It seems to be towards the forest.
That's where I'll put the coordinates for on the
Okay.
estimation.
All right. So you flip over and you start heading towards the forest.
I don't even need to
And
flip. Shit flips over. Shit.
yeah, so that's what I meant because like it's kind of a all around three-dimensional, almost like you're in space.
Right.
Anyway, and I'll wait till he gets back for the to continue with that.
When do action points go?
Action points are every session, I think. I don't think they come back in your short rests or anything like that. But
Okay.
you guys are more than happy to do short rests if you need to.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a. Well, I mean, can we take a long rest on the way here?
You know what happens when you take a long rest.
I only need 4 hours. Yeah, I have no problem.
Sorry for that.
It's all right. So he's setting coordinates to the forest. You know what? No, I'll let you guys role play that. I don't want to.
And you know how to drive this boat, so go ahead.
Alrighty. Well, I tried to finagle my scanners. They're still not working, however, I did get some solid readings on some living things, actual, for lack of a better term, people. So that's where we're headed, and that's where I set our ship to go towards. Don't ever touch another button.
I'll remember that.
I
I I would just telepathically uh, tele telepathic
But we get it. Telepathically talking to.
exactly to my owl and send her to scout ahead.
Okay.
We can maintain telepathically bounds to 120 feet.
Nice.
So she's just gonna scout ahead.
Can I telepathically bond with him so I can have the same perception?
You mean the owl? Like, do you have something that does that?
No, I have normal telepathy. I was wondering if I could just use my normal telepathy to read off his mind.
How long is your reach for the telepathy?
30 feet. That's why I'm saying I want to read off of Iro.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I
I
guess you
read
can do that.
the owl, you read mine, and
You chain it, yeah.
cool.
Okay. All right, so I'll allow it. All right, so the owl goes kind of ahead of the ship, and it starts flying through the forest. And
Can we take that long rest?
yeah, you can take the long rest.
Do you want to take a long rest, Iro?
Sure.
There's no reason for it. I don't even know why I'm pushing for it. Short rest works. I just want to take a long rest or roll on that table for some reason.
All right. So anyway, are we taking the long rest or no?
Nah, there's no point. I didn't even use a spell shot.
Okay. I've pretty much been rolling this whole time of what actually shows up and stuff, so this has been pretty interesting so far.
Well, I would say that our ship is getting close to the tree line here. Has the owl sensed anything of any note?
No, not that you can tell. It seems to just be kind of looking around, trying to find living creatures or something, and it hasn't spotted anything yet.
Alright, I take the ship into the forest, but I'm very careful. I go at half speed.
Okay.
Then I presume the owl returns.
Yep, the owl returns as
Yeah,
you wish.
we found the land, so I bring her back and he lands on my shoulder. I pet her.
Okay. So as you guys land, you guys are you suddenly feel All right, so I'll roll this for you guys so you can see this one. As soon as do you guys get out of the ship or stay in the ship? What are you doing?
Let's get out of the ship.
Okay, so you get onto the path, and when you get onto the path, as soon as your feet land on the dirt path that kind of winds and snakes through, you guys take six temporary damage to your intelligence.
What does that mean?
Your ability score damage.
That's fucked up.
It's temporary.
To the intelligence?
Yes.
Oh.
Alright, so I've got effectively a 12 intelligence right now. Keep that in mind. Still very smart.
Yeah, I don't know how to breathe. I have 4 intelligence.
What?
You have a still intelligent.
Okay, so he's lost the ability to communicate like a normal human.
That's okay, that's left.
But you are perfectly fine with your 12, because that's above average. However, you have suddenly cannot recall at this exact moment how to command the ship.
Well, my character's pissed. Yeah, my character sensing something drastically went wrong with his mind, where something seriously just went wrong. He's going to summon up his laser rifle like before, clicking the two pieces together and forming one single laser rifle.
Okay.
My character looks to you and says, "Oh, lights!" But he just thinks because he doesn't know how to speak.
Oh, light. All right.
We keep walking forward. I shine a blue light in distance with my gun. I just wave it back and forth. What's the lighting situation like? Normal?
Yep, it's normal sunlight right now, but you don't see a single sun or anything in the sky.
Right. Things are just bright.
Yeah.
We keep walking. I don't know. I got nothing.
Okay.
Okay, then.
So, as you guys walk further and further away from your craft and the area you were in, your intelligence starts gaining back again.
Oh, thanks.
Good.
So, anyway, so you keep walking down the path, and what your passive perception? So look it up again. Okay, so Zin, you see out of the corner of your eye something moving within the trees.
I flash my rifle towards it, and I start talking in my normal language, and I go,
It does not respond to that.
And telepathically, while I was saying that, I was giving a traditional warning.
Okay, so you see that a single being is currently coming from the forest, but you notice a few peculiarities. This being is about 2 to 3 feet tall, has pale green skin, kind of a very large smile on their face, very long, messy hair, but it seems to be like a goblin of sorts. But when you think again, it has ibex horns, a long, devilish-looking tail, and it smells of cinnamon and apples. It comes down to you and says, "Greetings, people of the Other." You can tell it's a female, for obvious reasons. I'll find a picture in a second, because I have one. And she's wearing some sort of strange dress, but has weird vines growing over her, kind of almost as if they're just part of her. What brings you to the Other?
I wish you could answer, or somebody in this place could answer that.
I nod.
Yeah. She then says, the other is a place, or rather a thing, or maybe a person, or maybe an experience. She begins to ponder a little bit, and she materializes a dagger basically from beneath her cloak and kind of chews on the metal part haphazardly as she's thinking.
My rifle goes from my hip to my shoulder as the dagger comes up.
She seems almost unfazed by your weapon, and just continues to chew on the blade of the dagger. And she continues.
Unfazed after I unleash it.
What?
Nothing.
Anyway, so she just goes, and I am of the other. We are known as the Montfee. We have lived here for countless eons amongst the chaos and other inhabitants of this realm. I have come seeking, since I have noticed your presence here, and I wish to help you in your endeavors. That was it.
What kind of help do you offer?
What do you desire help? Do you wish to go home?
That would be nice. I finally say in my thought speech.
Okay.
In whatever her language, she hears that, and whatever her language is.
Okay. And she then says, well, with that being said, that's tricky. You see, the other is almost a prison for those who stay within. In fact, only recently have we, the Montfee, found a way of escaping this place. However, it was not easy, and the portal to that has been closed. However, I shall assist you in any way I can to get you back to where you belong.
Well, how does this portal work?
The portals here are different. As you may or may not have noticed, some of the other can be affected through the mind. However, there is limits. She kind of waves her hand, and you see a bunch of rose petals fall around her or whatever. Nothing too extravagant, and but she just thinks of it, takes one of the petals, and rips it in half. She then says, however, there is limits. She tries to think of a door out, and because of your telepathy, you see that, but it just doesn't materialize. She then says, however, I believe if you get enough people or initiate some sort of event or enough mental willpower, you might be able to find your way home.
Let's have a party.
You mean bring drunk guys to think?
The best way to get one group of people driving on one idea for really, really hard, really for a really long amount of time. Christ. Have a party.
A party?
You said it, man.
So as soon as you think of that, you think of you feel the music. It kind of reminds you of your music from home, from clubs, but there's still not people. There's just after images of a nightclub of these people that you remember from maybe a time when you went to one. Uh, she then says, "It's not that simple. You see, I have noticed that there's others of your kind trapped here. Maybe, just maybe, if you get enough people of the other realms together, you might be able to tear a fabric in the reality of the other and escape this place."
So, why do you want to help us? You small being of knowledge. I don't know
Because,
your name.
she says, because it seems fun, and you all seem desperately, desperately falling around on yourselves. So I feel it is almost my duty to help you. Do any of you have insight?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Yes.
Well, what's I'm sure you're way better at it than I am. So
Yeah, wisdom. But you know, I am very very poor luck. Let's go. I gonna use that inspiration.
Okay, so the inspiration is just advantage on the roll.
Yeah, anything is better.
Okay, so
No!
what happened?
My first roll was a 1. My second was a 2.
Nice. You think she's totally 100% on the up and up?
well, my character, may they roll insight as well? See if they know if they think if the person's on the up and up.
Okay.
Alrighty. That is a 13.
Okay. You think she's on the up and up?
Okay. Cool.
I think she's cool. I think she's a good person.
What are we gonna do though? I mean, just find people who are stuck here and just where do we?
Where should I go to find those people?
Well, yeah.
I have a theory. She kind of takes the dagger and in midair she kind of just like writes or draws a map, and it kind of sees like little chibi figures of both of you. And he says, "I believe that others of different dimensions that are not of the other seem to come together and coalesce, almost as if the other is rejecting them. So, using your abilities, maybe you could turn that back on the other and use it as a way of sonar or radar in order to find the others."
So we must find the others in the other.
Yes.
Well, maybe I can convert my ship's sensors to do something like that. Now that I know about that.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to the ship then. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. She kind of just walks on the air itself, you know, and walks alongside you guys, following you back to your ship.
Alrighty. So, I walk behind everyone, including her. I don't want to have her out of my sight.
I go ahead of everyone to the way to the ship.
But you said you want her out of your sight?
I do not want her out of my sight.
Okay.
I'm not very trusting of strangers.
It's fine.
Well, I guess I trust in him my life with that shithole.
No, I believe her.
But yeah, you can still be paranoid. That's not a big deal. Okay, so also I forgot to ask, or maybe you didn't read it. Earlier, I wanted to get your ideals and stuff copied and pasted so I could use it.
Sure.
Oh, just
But I'll write it.
just to know, I always ask her name.
Hmm. Okay. So you ask her name is, and uh, Liffany, but you can call her. You can call me Allie. Is that it? Did,
Yeah, I writing down.
okay.
I have a bad memory for names. Myself, not my character.
Yeah,
So better write down.
that's fine. No worries.
So I
Okay,
guess
so
I'm ahead, and he's back watching her.
so you guys get back to your ship, and what do you do, Zin?
I climb into the ship and I start tinkering with the mechanics. With her new information, can I roll an advantage to see if I can fix my scanners and shit so I can find sapient life?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I got a 20 and 11 here. You
I
see?
can't actually see the die. Nope, it's up. Wait. I saw it second there. It's at the corner of the screen. And I can't actually read it, so
I have a hard time.
I'll just take your word for it. I'm
No,
not.
God damn it. Fuck, I can't. I'm having a hard time existing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just
Alright.
it's fine.
Alright. So, my scanners work now and I can use them to track people
Hmm.
of all sorts, huh? Well, I guess that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. So your sensors basically tell you that beyond the forest lies a couple signatures. Looks to be about 3 humanoid signatures coming from just past the forest.
So, like 3 actual beings.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do we don't know if they are hostile, but I read my weapons.
Okay. So as you guys go along, you see in the distance. I need Zin to make a intelligence check.
Intelligence, any particular thing?
I'll have you roll it with advantage, but just make an intelligence.
Oh no! Well, one of them's a 20 again. Holy shit!
Nice. So as soon as you go across it, you see three super bad like humanoids from your dimension, and they're aiming anti-air missile like stuff at your vehicle.
Well, I'm not worried about it because the ship dogfighter can't be hit by any of that.
Say what?
don't worry about it. It's something from one of my settings, but it's badass. Don't worry about it. Let's just say that I probably wouldn't have to worry about it if it was actually what I was thinking of.
Okay.
But I don't care. It's not a big deal.
All right. So anyway, they take their shots. Holy crap! This sucks.
Yes, I'm not the only one.
All right. So all their lasers, the kick of the laser is just too much, and it's all one line, but they can't seem to get the laser to hit. These aren't pew pew bullet looking things. They're actual lasers. But for some reason, they just haven't. They can't aim it right.
Good.
And also gain inspiration because your distrust of the of Allie. Did you hear me?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
No problem. All right. So Allie's just kind of sitting there watching, and she's materialized a bucket of popcorn that she eats loudly and obnoxiously. Just the most disturbing thing you've probably ever seen. This long tongue just like lapping up her fingers from the butter. Just enjoying the show. All right, it's your guys' turn. What do you do? That was her initiative, by the way. That's what she does.
Do we roll initiative?
I'm just gonna shoot.
I'm just having it that they went first for their surprise. You guys go first, and then them. I'm not really worried about initiatives.
I scream to Zin, where is the attack button?
Don't touch anything. As I press the attack button.
I see where is the attack button.
Don't. It's attached to the controls. Don't fucking touch it.
Yeah, we all know what happened last time.
Yeah. I had to save your ass.
All right, so anyway, just treat it as normal initiative. So it's in
Roll an attack.
or whatever you want to do. Yeah.
That would be shit. What's 7 plus 8? It's 15.
All right, it hits one. Are you using the ship's gun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So roll 4d6.
I need more d6. Alrighty. That's 3, 4, 10 damage.
All right, so it beams at this guy, and he looks pretty much like there's a hole in his chest, a very large hole, but he still seems to be standing, oddly enough.
How far he is?
How far away?
Yeah.
About 300 feet, and you guys are closing in.
Oh.
We're going to start tilting the nozzle back so we start going up and stay about 300 feet away from it at all times.
Okay.
So I guess I don't have any attack, but can I cast Sanctuary on the ship?
What is? I think that's just target, isn't it? Like, or is it person? I can't.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Sanctuary, isn't that the one where you says you can't attack, but they can't attack you?
But here's the point. It's inside. I'm just pressing buttons.
Well,
better.
I think it has to be a person or personal or something, but I'm not gonna look it up.
It's a creature.
Well,
It's a creature?
ships have like tractor beams, so he could run that if he wants.
Okay.
I don't know how that would work. But like, they're like tractor beams,
Yeah, but what would he do?
He would fling people with them.
I do what?
You'd use a tractor beam to start sucking someone up, and then you turn it off, and they just fling up in the air.
Okay.
I guess we can use your dexterity against maybe something like a reflex for them or something. All right, so go ahead.
Okay, Oh shit! I forgot that. Uh, I'm gonna take a little bit of holy water
Hmm.
and spring on Zin and bless him.
Okay. So you bless Zin.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does
So
that do?
he now. Oh, I hate to find spell here. Just a sec. Late. Bless. Uh, when he make attack roll or saving throw, he can add a d4.
It's cool.
So
Okay.
it's me, him, and Ollie who are blessed.
Okay.
And I must remain concentrated or the spells end. So I guess I'm gonna do that.
Well, no,
Okay.
concentration is kind of like something that happens in the background until you get hit or something, or you try to
Yeah.
cast another spell that you concentrate.
Yeah. Basically, for
Concentration.
the most part, it doesn't do anything, and but like I'll tell you when like you can't concentrate or whatever.
Alright. But I'm gonna stay for that for now.
Cool.
Okay. So they start shooting at you guys again. Wow. All right. So one of their anti-air guns blows up, dealing
Oh,
9 damage to all of them. They're severely burned, and they look like they're on their last leg. But the you recognize that their battery pack or whatever just.
all right. I'm going to go on the overcom basically, and I'm going to send a message to them and say, if you surrender now, put down all weapons, and walk away from those ships, we can have a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
All right, roll a persuasion.
That was an unnatural one because I have a -1 in it, so I rolled a
Oh
10.
wow. So instead, they actually get insulted, and their pride is just too heavy for them to.
Well, I'm going to shoot them.
Yeah. So anyway, so is a persuasion check part of free action or?
I think if I'm allowed to talk during an action, that's kind of inherently part of the talking when
Okay.
I start
So yeah,
persuading.
go ahead and attack then as your part of your round.
All right, that was an 18 plus 7, so that's a 25.
Hits.
And I target the weapon. I let loose a barrage of powerful laser blasts, which deal 8 plus 6 is. Fuck, my brain just stopped working. It's 14. 16.
All right. The one that you've been shooting dies, and another one dies. So there's one left.
And can I send another message like the last one across the PA?
Yeah, but you'll roll with disadvantage because of the last time.
Sure. I'll tell them once again. Tell the last guy, if you would like to save your own life, there's no reason why we can't end this peacefully. And that is a 4 -1, so a 3.
Jeez. It it basically curses at you when in its native language, which you know that is basically just telling you to fuck off. And it tries to hit you guys. Ah, Jesus. You guys are just too evasive or whatever to hit with these lasers. Just
This
and
team is that good, man.
and
Alright, I'm going to send them one more message before I blow their shit together. So, at disadvantage again?
yeah.
Alrighty, that was a 7. And I say, one last time, one final chance. This is your last warning.
7 is definitely not enough to
So that's when I pressed the button.
Yep.
And the 13.
Nope. He actually evades that one.
Oh shit! My bullets rained down. Well, not my bullets. My laser blasts rained down from the heavens as he just dodges nimbly out of the way.
Yeah, and now he's going to take a dex check. Oh, jeez. He hides behind a tree that you can see. He gains cover, but he's not.
Well, I ignore cover.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's pretty good.
Distance?
Distance. You stay. He said he was having the ship float at 300 feet. So.
Yeah, I'm staying consistently at 300 feet away.
Do I know you want to end it peacefully?
I already gave him all the warnings, man.
Yeah, and what's interesting is Allie actually, she chimes in for a second. She says, "You know, those were the only people you had readings on, and you're decimating them."
They attacked us first, and I already warned them before I started killing them.
I see. Interesting. I'll let it go on. She just keeps eating the popcorn. This thing doesn't seem to be emptying at all. It's just every time she eats more,
Pretty
just
good popcorn.
yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
I gonna use thaumaturgy that let me speak louder, like 3 times
Okay.
louder,
All right.
and I scream to the guy hiding and say, "We can see you, you piece of shit!"
That's great.
And I say,
so
"Let
I
us
send
justice gonna beat you the crap!" And I jump the ship and start to run towards the guy.
You run on air. You're literally running on air.
I just think about running to hit that guy. So if
All
I
right.
fall, I'm falling and with my flails in hand.
Okay. So you basically do a free fall,
With the shield.
and you're just like shielded front, flail up, going, "I'll get you." That's so badass. All right,
And
I'm gonna
the
have inspiration for this ballsy act. This is kind of 300
and
feet,
the
man. You're just like, woo!
yeah, I and the missile and the shield is the gonna hit him badly.
Oh god. All right. So roll your to hit.
What kind of hit is that?
You're gonna do your melee. I'm gonna say that you probably like put your shield front to do like a bash, but you're gonna do your normal damage with the shield bash, which is improvised, so it's like D4. But you're also gonna do all that damage straight up in like like 300 feet. Is that 20d6?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's about 20d6 worth of damage. So yeah, you're gonna do that. You're actually falling at such a rate now that you hear the whistling of the air and all that jazz. But as you're falling, go ahead and roll your to hit.
I gonna spend one action point so I can roll a d6.
Okay.
surprise. No, Michael saw it at 6:21.
I rolled a 14.
Okay, you rolled a 14. All right, so you
Yep.
hit him, and you just describe how you kill him. You probably went through the tree too.
I smashed the tree and I made paste of that guy. Do you remember?
Alright, so make a reflex save.
Oh, I'm fucked. Reflex 14.
Okay, so you take half damage. Actually, you know what? Um, yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, you take half of 20d6.
20 to 6. Can I roll just 10 to 6?
I guess. Is that half or I don't. I'll just do 10d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You take all of that damage.
Okay. 20. Oh, wait. Adding here. Uh, 20,
I really should have done the
13,
26 though, and then just take half of it.
30, 36.
All right. So how much hit points do you have?
Wait.
All right. So also because I
44.
GM 20. What?
No. 30, 34?
How much hit points do you have?
44.
You had 24. You took how much damage?
44.
Whoa. Wait. I mishearing you. Okay.
Just let me make sure that in a
Yeah.
calculator.
Because up here it says that they had you had 80 HP.
Yeah, 44 now.
So you have 44 now. All right, so you landed right on your shield, and your shield broke in half from the fall, and that's how I'm going to describe why you didn't take the 20d6.
The whole symbol that was attached to him.
Was that your holy symbol?
Yeah,
Uh,
it was a medal. So is he intact?
is he what?
Is he still in? He
Okay, your
broke as
shield.
well?
Yeah, your shield is
No, the
broken.
shield has the holy symbol welding on him.
Okay, but it's broken.
The holy symbol together.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
probably have a backup symbol or something. I'd hope.
yeah, I have 20 holy symbols in my pockets.
20? What? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, just kidding.
I mean, I could see one or two, but geez.
No, I have I guess I have one spare.
Okay. So your shield broke in half from the amount of pressure and falling and stuff, and you took a very mean hit, but that guy's paced. And Allie just.
I join in this odd form of congratulations.
And then she says, "So, what are you guys gonna do about getting home now?"
I have no idea.
Oh,
I,
that's
I
funny.
I fiddle with my computer and try to see if there's possibly any other people from our realms. And
Yeah,
that's 12 plus 7, 19.
Yeah, you don't see anybody within a few kilometers of here.
Well, it's okay. My ship can travel several kilometers per second, so.
So yeah. So anyway, you keep scanning, but this place is so large and vast that you're not getting very many readings. You get readings that are like other life forms, but nothing that's sapient yet. She says, "Wow, you guys are in quite a pickle."
I turn to her and I say, "What's stopping us from forcing you to help us?"
I've already told you that I can't do anything to send you home. Now,
No, you have willpower. You have the ability to affect this world, which means you have the ability to help us. If that's all we're looking for, bring us to your people.
I look at to Zin and
I would like to have you guys roll insight.
That's 16.
Yeah! Yeah! I crit!
All
Defeat crit.
right. So you know that 100% that she's about to say the truth, and that was what the thing was. We are of the other. We cannot escape the other. Outside forces, such as yourselves, must be the ones to open the portal.
You just go straight down that and then straight onto the square.
Can we summon the other people from other places and force them to help us?
Do you have some sort of way of doing that?
We can summon them with our minds.
I'm not sure if that'll work.
Yeah, you can park right in the door.
Damn.
I think it takes a lot more than just thinking. I'm assuming that you saw the shades, right?
You'll be fine.
Alright, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Do you have that kind of power to summon people here?
No, I don't.
No, not to you, but to Ali.
Well, maybe the Coven will know what to do. I'll lead you there.
Thank you.
So anyway, she tells you guys to go to certain coordinates or whatever, and within 30 minutes to an hour, you guys finally arrive. You see it's very dark here, unlike where you were before. And instead of anything natural, you just see weird shapes and colors and swirlings around, almost like a dense pea soup of fog. You see the trees are floating upside down, and there's boulders, like every once in a while, floating in space. And you see what appears to be a small village with different buildings at different angles just floating. Some floating farther away from others, some coming together. Almost as if they just have no true orbit. And she says, "Welcome home."
This is not my home.
Well, to my home at least. You see many others of her kind. They all vary in colors, from greens to reds to blue skins. They have different horns and messy hair, but for the most part, they look very different from each other. There's not. They're almost. If they didn't have those common features, you wouldn't even think they were from the same races. And they're currently looking up at the spaceship and not even batting an eye. So, what do you do?
Oh. Yeah, I will look to her and ask us as well, in this village, can I find something to replace my shield?
I'm sure that somebody here will be able to find or incorporate another shield. However, I think you also have the ability to do it yourself.
Like this, then I think strongly in the shield just like mine, and
Your shield, the pieces or whatever float from where you left them, and they just coalesce back onto your arm.
That will do.
I believe, and I think this is just a theory, but I believe that everything that is your own personal effects, you have complete control over. I wouldn't know, but I've never been outside of the other.
Does that mean you could like rocket yourself and use your personal effects to make you fly?
I'm not quite sure on that.
I try it.
You're not flying.
Worth a shot.
Yeah, I tried it once.
You try to fly too?
Yeah, when I was falling.
Yeah, no. It
No,
was
it's table talk, not in carrot.
nice. So yeah, she goes out and she says, "Well, in any case, follow me." She goes into the largest tent or whatnot, and the smell of incense and a big pentagram-like circle is on the floor of the hut, and you see a older, or well, what appears to be older-looking Monfy standing inside the circle with a bone staff, and she looks at you and to the newcomers and says, "Interesting. These two reek of the real realms.
Riddle realms?
The real realm.
Oh,
It's our name for the outside of the other."
Well,
so
I'm gonna beseech them, I suppose.
I
Okay.
speak in Zin ears, so nobody can hear. Uh, do you wanna know every bit of the truth in this place?
I didn't catch that.
Do you wanna know every bit of truth in this place to
What do
make
you mean?
sure?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know if it's the right time to use this, but maybe we can make them speak only the truth if you think that is the right moment.
Sure.
I cast Zone of Truth in this place.
Okay. So
So,
now
I,
everybody must speak the truth.
yeah.
Nice. That's great. Okay. So what do you guys do? Do you talk or what do you?
I just simply say we're attempting to find other people, either in this realm or outside of it, in order to get us back.
I see. So you wish to get back to your own homes.
Yes.
And what is it that you require of us?
Either the ability to locate or to summon other people from our realms.
Hmm. I don't think we can do that.
That's super lame.
Did your character say that?
No, my character has some sort of cultural affection to that just
But yeah. Anyway, uh, however, she then says, "But I believe that if you just allow yourselves uh, to wander for more time, you'll find what you're seeking." I'm trying to word this as truthfully as possible.
Do you have any clue what direction should we take?
The direction in which you feel the most strongest pull towards reality.
well, then I guess I'll sit down and meditate on that for a little while.
All right, do you want to make a wisdom or something?
I guess it would be a wisdom, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
A 9.
You can't feel it, but you get a vague pull from the northeast.
Uh,
And
okay,
what do you feel, humans?
I guess I gonna kneel and make some praise for Landis to think. guide me through his justice to find the right people to our path.
Interesting. So you imagine up your deity thing?
I'm just like praying for him, not exactly imagining him.
All right. So your
Like for meditation, but with a prayer.
yeah, so you work hard with your prayer and you feel that you've been answered by your God, and it tells you to go south southwest, and you gain inspiration for following your faith. Of course, you didn't roll a wisdom check, but that's what you're feeling. That's what you feel. Your faith shows that pull.
Yes, so I roll in wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can I use the inspiration?
Yeah. You have like the worst luck with these rolls, man.
Ah!
It's
No
even
shit.
worse.
No,
It's
but
even worse.
Ultimate.
You absolutely, positively feel that that is the direction that you must go.
yeah, sure, man. I will go that place.
When you guys look down through the bottom of the tent, you see a whirling mass. It looks like a black hole down there.
That's my luck.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's south southwest.
Where's
When you where's the what?
black hole?
Yeah, it looks like a black hole. And when he looks down there, the lady then says, "The Everdark."
Oh shit, I have the worst luck ever.
So, Allie,
I tell Iro. I think into his mind. I feel as if we should go northwest.
but his conviction is strong.
I don't care.
I
So
You
is
I
because
can I roll
because
a persuasion test to try
there is
to
no inter-pre-C persuasion rule.
yeah.
however, because you gain inspiration from your faith or whatnot, you probably should role play the fact that your character was really, really, really guided by his god just then, and he really needs to go there.
Well, that's all good stuff.
I see a black
Really thinks it's a bad idea.
I see a hole, right?
Say what?
I see a black hole in that direction.
Yeah, and the lady with the scepter actually said it's called the Everdark.
Do you see? That is a portal. We came from a portal. We must go from a portal.
That sounds logic, right?
My God is right.
It's great.
Oh,
I'm
and then
going
I
to
look
humor
to
you.
the
I'm going to
little
humor
people
you,
and say,
but the minute this turns negative for us, I'm peacing out.
I look to the small people, the Muffy, and I say, "Am I not right?" And I don't wait for the answer. I just look to Z and say, "See, they agreed with me."
The eldest one does say that there have been people who have been trapped and lost in there, so it may be a good idea to find people, but it's not. It's very extremely dangerous, especially since no magical light can even persuade the darkness. Or no normal light. Sorry, no normal light. Sorry.
Well, I guess we're going on a rescue mission.
To rescue the people stuck in the Everdark. How many hours has it been?
2.
And 2 and 10 minutes.
Okay.
2 hours.
All right. So we will continue going.
Do you guys wanna have a
Do
little?
you guys need a break or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I just ran off beer, but okay. Can I just go to the bathroom and pick up another beer?
Yeah, go ahead. I will.
But thanks.
All right. So finally, you're getting some sense out of this place. The Everdark, which actually holds the people who get trapped here.
Okay.
But you still get a bad feeling about it.
I want to ask her all they know about the Everdark.
Okay. Uh, so you spend time. I'll say you spend a lot of time, and the information you garner is pretty much this, especially with the Zone of Truth. I don't know how long that lasts. You garner that people from the reality get trapped there a lot. It seems that the Everdark actually attracts reality into it. They know that beings that are in there pretty much recycle reality, and they're pretty hesitant to tell you what exactly that means, but it pretty much means that you don't exist anymore, or worse, if you get caught by the things in there. Or, well, caught, you mean killed. You get the point. Not just like, I grab you and you're dead, but... and you know that many, many people are said to have been stuck down there, including other Monfi.
Okay.
So it sounds like a best bet for when you need mental power, but it is very dangerous.
Well, I'm going to go take a bio break real quick.
Okay. And now everyone else is taking a bio break. I apologize to the people watching this video. I don't know how to pause it, and hopefully I might be able to edit this out when it gets to time. So, yeah, that's... Oh, we actually have 2 viewers, too. That's impressive. It's more than I expected, to be quite honest. All right. Well, this is interesting development. So yeah, you came just at the right time. They're taking a bio break and stuff, but right when we get back, we're going to try to introduce you into the place called the Everdark inside the Other.
Sweet.
Yeah, and it'll give me a very reasonable excuse to have you just pop in, which is great. I love
we go.
playing in the setting. So anyway, so while they're taking their bio break, we actually already did the bios or intros or whatever for us and our characters. You don't do your bio for your character yet. We'll do that when you actually appear in the story. But go ahead and tell the viewers, this is live and recording, who you are, what your experience is, and we'll go from there.
Great. So my name is Michael. My YouTube name is actually Butterbean TV. I'm going to try to start doing things like this. It's just kind of a bit hard for me to get it started. because I have no prior DMing experience. I will be playing as Vaki, who is a treetop Vanara. Um, and he actually used to be a slave until about a week ago. And I guess we'll see with what happens with this.
Thanks for the wait. Whiskey?
Nice. Are we using our own dice, or are we using the program? Oh, I think you're muted, Cody.
Everyone else has been using their own dice, but I've been using the online dice this whole time. So
Okay. I'll just
it's
do
up
that.
to you at this point.
I'll just do
They're
that.
pretty much even.
But yeah, so anyway, I need something in very, very particular from you. You said this was a week ago?
Yes, my
Your
character
character?
escaped from slavery, and it's been about a week on the road, trying to
Okay,
figure
so
out what to actually do.
all right, so I had the perfect intro to you. I'm going to send you a private message to get this roleplay flavor started.
Perfect.
So with that, I need you to roll on the online thing a... Sorry. Trying to get this GM screen to load for me.
You're good.
I need you to roll a d20.
D20. Let's see here. Looks
And
like
Michael,
I
I'm
got
so excited. We're actually... You got what?
15.
Okay, so let's see on this chart of wonders. Come on. My freaking internet is lagging badly, probably because we're recording, but whatever. Okay, so without further ado, yeah. Roll a d20. You said 18?
15.
Oh, 15, you say. Well, it still doesn't matter. Dang, you got lucky. All right. So you have no complications for being in this horrible place that I'm going to describe that you're in.
I like it.
I've lived through slavery. I can deal with this.
I was sleeping in my home.
I just want a home.
Yes.
All right, so now... Yeah, I'm actually surprised. We have a viewer, I think, or two.
Do we?
Yeah, and I don't
Very
know
nice.
if that's
Oh,
me.
yeah, Schmirker.
Erler.
So yeah, so without further ado, you talked to the Montfee, old elder, and was told the information. Do you share this information with your comrade in arms before you head to the Ever? Okay.
Headed to do what?
The Everdark.
Oh, we are going. Cheers.
You materialize whiskey and you drink it. Make a con save.
Don't ask for saves.
Don't ask for saves. So Michael, to illustrate why we're laughing, he's had the shittiest rolls all night. Just
Nice.
Like ones, twos, and threes is like the highest he can roll.
Oh man. Now what's gonna happen is eventually he's gonna hit like a stream of 20s. That's just how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh, but he did jump out of a spaceship and completely smash someone with a shield from 300 feet high.
Hey, there you go.
So that's
That's quite a feet.
yeah. So that was cool.
That did happen.
That did happen. Anyway, so now that you have that information and stuff, what do you do?
Do we take a short rest in this place?
Go ahead.
So can I just take 48 and recover?
Yeah. Roll 48.
Shit. 11.
Okay. So you can use more if you need, because you have 8 hit dice.
I'm
Can I
gonna
cast
use
false
more
life
too.
on him?
Huh?
Can I cast false life on him? Let me look up the rules for false life real quick. But I think I might be able to cast it on him.
Okay.
I just don't want to use the better spells right now, so
No, we're all
1
good.
second.
Never mind. Don't mind.
That makes me kind of happy. Alright.
oh, finally a 5. 11, 20. Okay. That's good for me. 64.
Shit. Hey, is it too late to change false life to cure wounds?
No.
Oh, my dad just come home. Mm,
Well, I'm gonna just like cast that on our human friend Ira. Do I have to roll anything for that? I have to
No.
roll the actual D8.
Yeah, just the D8. Or whatever it is.
Right. And he just gained 6 health points back. Magic.
no, I have 64.
So now you
No.
have 70.
70?
And I did that. My suit kind of. I put my hand on his shoulder. My suit kind of creeps down off my arm and goes on him, and then he starts to feel like this cooling sensation. His wounds that I'm covering with this machine start to be filled with biogel. And I lift my hand, and my suit goes back onto my arm, and nod at you.
Cool suit, bro.
It is useful.
Alright. So what do you guys do now?
So we see him approaching us, or how? Baki.
Well, you guys had a ship. Are you guys going to use the ship? But remember it said that non-magical light doesn't work in there.
Well, do we
I
have
can handle that.
light? I use my hands and go magically.
I can make some light, I guess. I cast.
Well, your light is just reflect his tech, isn't it?
Mine is. but
Yeah.
I don't even have the light spell, so it doesn't matter. Um,
Uh,
but theirs isn't.
I just seeing the range of my lighting spell is oh okay. I make your armor glow. It's okay with
No.
lighting.
No, it's not okay. I would much prefer we pick something else.
No, it's just to show. See, I go like, oh, I can make like, and then I touch your armor, and your armor glows. Then I take it out and make my shield glows, and your armor like remains with the normal lights.
Sweet.
light spell. When you use a
Yeah,
light spell, I think it has to like switch back to whatever you put it onto, but the light doesn't actually stay on the other thing.
Right.
yeah. So that's it.
Okay.
Then my shield is like a lantern.
All right. Excellent. All right. So you guys start going deep into the Everdark. Everything around you is absolutely pitch black. You can barely even see the hands in front of your face if you get outside of the light of the shield. You hear moans and groans. You can't tell if they're mechanical or organic. But as you go further and further inside the Everdark, you can't even see the light of the other anymore. Your sensors start going haywire, but the only thing that that it can see is a small blip that's about a few kilometers to the north.
Let's go there.
Sure.
All right, so just going over to Michael. Michael, you've been stuck here in this dark abyss for a week. You're probably starving at this point, thirsty, and just in general in bad condition. When suddenly you see a bright light in the shape of what looks to be a craft of some sort coming from the south. What do you do?
My first natural instinct being to go towards the light, because it meaning that I can see at that point. My character would probably actually make a run for that light,
All right, so
not
you guys
caring
see.
about survival.
Yeah, so you guys see a 5 or 6 foot tall. Describe your character.
He is 5'2". His fur is about the color of toasted oats, and he's got what?
What color is toasted oats?
Like a golden brown.
Okay.
Try to give it some flair.
Maybe.
He's fairly thin, but when you look at his eyes, they're sad, but they're remorseful, but they're blue. It's like a pale blue, but not pale like a sky blue, pale like the ocean, and dull it by a couple of shades. Like life was almost sucked out of him.
Interesting. So not like mine then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because mine are blue. I don't know if everybody can see it.
I can't wait to see that in the recording. It's just a giant eye, just like looking right there.
That's what I imagine is that color, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So you're running towards these guys and go. You guys see this guy running at you. He's monkey. Huh?
Blast him!
Alright, so you're gonna tap your I'm distrusting of other races?
No. Well, I will. but I'm not gonna blast him.
Okay, so you're gonna all right. So for this role play, if you want to get inspiration, you have to distrust him because he's not of your race.
Well, I guess I read my flail to hit him, but I just read it just stand like this above my head.
I go over the intercom and I open up a channel. And I say to him, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
When suddenly I hear someone calling out to me, my natural instincts kind of kick in, being I did something wrong. So almost instantly, my character just drops down to his knees, puts his hands over his head to protect himself, just completely terrified of being hit by the master. And it's he almost stops so fast he just kind of almost sprawls to the ground. He doesn't want to get hit. That's and he's just laying there. He doesn't say anything because if he talks back, the master will hit him. So he does not speak. He just sits there and holds his head like he's protecting himself.
I say something over the intercom again. This time I say it in my native language and use my telepathy to translate it for him in his language, his native language. And I say, which is translated to exactly. Fuck you.
We have fun here.
So, feeling this being almost in my mind at this point, trying to speak with me, I can't help but...
How was that?
Oh. My character can't quite feel trustworthy at this point, just kind of playing in with his background. He doesn't speak back at this point because he knows, he's only a slave. He can't speak back, but he wants to look up towards this light, this glimmer of hope at this point, because he would rather be a slave at this point and have nourishment like he did than to go through this eternal darkness that he's been in, almost regretting leaving. And at this point, the only thing that's really gotten him through is his thoughts of him returning to his home. He just wants to go towards his native homeland. He just wants to see his family again. And it's been years. And he knows that they might actually already be dead from old age. But he wants to return. And so he kind of just looks up just enough without actually giving eye contact, because no matter what, he's effectively still brainwashed with his past about not looking anyone in the eyes. Otherwise, he gets the whip. He gets the whip if he looks them in the eyes. And so he does whatever he can not to look them in the eyes, but he looks up and he just kind of meekly yells out, just help, and then he just looks down again and passes out at this point. It's been too much, not enough food or nourishment, and he just lays down, almost ready to give up.
I'm gonna fly my ship over and I'm gonna use the tractor beam to suck him up onto the ship.
Okay. You do so. And Allie's just sitting there eating popcorn again, cross-legged, just chilling.
I I run towards the. You suck the guy with the sheep, right?
Yep.
I I try to run towards the guy and see if I can do anything like cure wounds won't help. Spare the dying.
Yeah, sadly, I don't think he actually is needing help. He needs other stuff that you guys probably don't have. Food, water, etc.
Oh,
I'll get water and food.
I have two. I
I've,
have 10 days of rations.
yeah, I have 10 days of rations and a lot of food too.
That's hilarious. All right, so do you guys like force feed him rations?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's justice.
Are mush gelatinous, almost like lutefisk, kind of with this scale-looking covering. Like as part of it has skin, like as part of a fish-like creature, with like dark splotches and dots on top of a kind of a shiny gray palette, and I just break bits off into little, kind of like I don't know, filmy, sticky slivers, and I start putting it in this monkey creature's mouth.
That sounds delightful. Sounds like the best thing I've ever eaten ever.
I wanted to be alien.
Yeah.
I leave a piece of bread, but it's so hard that it seems like a rock with a little bit of water towards him, but I don't force feed him because it may kill him if he eat that hard bread. So I let it on the side and step back so he can breathe better.
All right. So you're getting nourishment or whatever, being forcefully put down your gullet, and you wake up briefly to see that whatever this alien stuff is being stuck down your throat. What do you do?
Seeing this,
It tastes oddly sweet.
Oddly sweet. Ew. Yeah. Oh man, that makes it worse.
oh,
It's so disgusting, but it's so good.
so my character actually seeing this fish with like this gelatinous substance basically surrounding it, he after realizing how sweet it actually tastes and noticing that it's not actually bad, he definitely can think back to some other animal parts that he's had to eaten, and this isn't the worst. And it actually gets brought back to a specific memory of having nothing but hooves and a cook pot. And he thinks, well, it could be worse. And then, kind of seeing the water that was left by him, he almost he grabs it, but then once he starts drinking, he almost drinks it like hungrily. He can't get enough of it, so he just keeps gulping and he finishes it and he just kind of lets it fall down and just kind of just lays back and just kind of just sits there for a while.
Roll a con save.
That's good food.
I got a 4.
Welcome to the team.
Okay, so you throw up because you haven't eaten anything in so long that you ate too much too fast, and yeah, that's that sucks. But I'm sure they'll give you more food. But
No, I don't have anything else. I got another. I mean, it was only a sliver of stuff that I gave him, so he's got a whole another part of a day's watching to finish, and my water skin as well.
So when he realizes that he's eaten too fast and he gets sick, he actually cups his hands and he vomits in his hands. And through the many years of him not having anything to eat, he's kind of come up to the solution of not wasting. And he takes it one step further, and he almost drinks it like a soup back. And this time he goes slow and methodical and letting it sit slowly and almost enjoying that sweet flavor again.
Oh God!
It almost covers up the acidity that has come up at this point.
Oh
And
God!
he goes slowly this time and methodically, having the chunkier bits first to having things wash down. He finishes at that point and wipes his hands on his pants,
Oh God!
which
You get
are
inspiration for this.
absolutely the grossest pants you guys have seen. There's substances on there that have no reason to be there. There's purple streaks, there's blues, there's colors that you don't even know where they've come from, and he has them wiped on his pants. And his clothes, when you notice them, are completely ragged patches of almost what looks like a juggler's outfit. And he just patches on patches. There's no shirt. It's all patches at this point. And he just looks ragged at this point.
This is great. This has been freaking tastic. Oh.
And after so long of him just sitting there and just staring and slowly backing up, he doesn't want anyone to get too close, but he doesn't meet anyone's eyes. He just kind of sits there, kind of like if everyone could be in his face, he just kind of goes down and looks to the left just a bit, like he's done something wrong at this point. And he just sits there, not saying anything.
And then Allie.
Oh God.
He just shrugs.
And she looks at
Awesome.
she looks at a bit of her popcorn, and she just goes, meh. Even though she just saw a monkey vomit and eat his own vomit. She don't give any fucks. She's just like,
My owl flies from my shoulder the moment he throws up and lands on another part of ship farther from him.
Oh, that was probably the funniest intro I have ever had in a game.
Cheers.
Oh, my goodness.
In your brain, you hear Zen say to you, have you seen any other beings out there? Have you met anybody else from who isn't from this place?
You've only been to this place.
Oh, did we lose him?
And you haven't. Okay, wait, it's working. No, he's in here, but you haven't seen any living person for a week.
I'm only catching bits and pieces of that.
Me too.
All right. Is it better now?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It says you've been trapped in the Everdark for a week now, but you've avoided any living creature, bad or otherwise. And this is the first time you've heard someone voice in a while. So it's just, yeah, go with that and roleplay it.
All right. So once hearing this question in my mind, my character's gonna like grab his head really quick, thinking, I've done something. What did I do? And he's gonna think like he's done something wrong at this point to himself. Hearing that there's a voice in his head, not understanding who's doing it or where it's coming from, and he's just gonna have one thought, and it's just gonna be, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. And he's gonna be like breathing hard, panicking almost, and almost feeling it coming back up a second time. He's gonna be panicking about what he's done. There's a voice in his head, and he's just gonna have one thought of, just get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. And he's not gonna reply to that really. He's just kind of gonna be hunched down, kind of sitting, just kind of cradling himself almost infant like.
Well, Zen is going to walk up to him. Zen is going to walk up to him and start feeling with the side of his helmet. As he does this, he thinks to Iroh and asks him to say a simple sentence that is representative of the common language. And he does so. I don't have to have you actually do that because that'd be kind of a difficult task to think on. As he does this, my computer starts cycling the phonetic algorithms in the sentence, and he starts piecing together some basic common. But as it does this, the computer starts to fry out, and that'll make up for my apparent ability to speak common. And I'll say that my universal translator that I just used no longer functions. So now I've got my own language in common. So he's going to take the thing off the side of his helmet, call it a piece of garbage, and toss it to the side of the ship. And then he's going to actually take off his helmet. And you see a creature with dark, large, almond-shaped black eyes and pale gray skin with small little hairs on it. And it blinks, and it's almost like a shark's eyelids, the way that it's like a film, and it goes side to side towards the inside. And Zin says, now in common, now speaking with his actual mouth, there's nothing to be afraid of. Please, calm down.
So from the moment Zin had thrown his piece and called it garbage, this act of aggression, he instantly grabs the dagger and he just holds it out, like almost defensively, like he doesn't know what's happening, so he's just gonna hold out his dagger and just, like, for his life if he has to. He doesn't want anything, and he just holds it out, and he just holds still, almost predator like at this point. Like, he's kind of shifted, and he's almost predator like, but he doesn't want anything to do with your act of aggression, almost thinking that it's towards him, like you're calling him a piece of garbage. He holds it out and he says, not again.
I look at him and I tell him that's a very bad idea.
Chocolate milk is in there.
That time
I raise my shield and my flail. At the same moment he raises his dagger, I'm ready for attack, but waiting him to make the first move, so I can call it justice and retribution.
Oh, justice.
Yeah, he attacked me. I smash it. But I don't attack, just just am like this.
So the moment that he kind of held up the mace and the shield, Vaki actually jumps up, attempting to grab any kind of pipes and hang himself from the ceiling, with like towards his back. So his back is to the ceiling, and he's just kind of holding there, using his tail to help kind of balance himself, with his feet grabbing on as well. He's just holding on. He's kind of out of an element that he understands at this point, not understanding what any of this is.
I look at him. Is he obviously hurt in some way?
There are very old scars on his face. Some are slightly pinkish, like they're almost fresh, but there are no wounds on him.
I'm trying to figure out some way to be. You know.
Bye.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my manacles. I've got 5 sets of them. I'm gonna use 2 of them to clip onto this monkey guy. And I'll wait till he calms the fuck down. Do you exist, Cody?
So
That's my assumption is that it automatically works. I don't have to roll anything, and you get to do whatever I say because now I'm the DM.
What?
Whoa.
No, what was...
I'm using my manacles to try to chain this fool until he calms down.
Oh, God.
So,
Alright, so is that like a versus thing? Like you have to try to grapple him to put them on, or?
I think either that or sleight of hand. Like I could slip him on him.
Okay, so choose which one you want to do versus your, I don't know, dexterity or, huh?
I'd say like a dex save to get out of the way.
For him, yeah. Okay. No, the monkey, dex save. Okay.
so when you bring out the manacles, you hear some jingling, and you actually see a pair of manacles on him, but they're broken. And the moment you actually bring out your manacles,
They're fancy space.
well, to him, handcuffs are handcuffs. He knows handcuffs from no matter what age. All handcuffs basically end up being the same to him. And the moment he sees that, he just, his eyes just die almost. He almost looks like he goes into a trance, and he just steps down, puts the dagger back, falls to his knees, and just holds his arms out, just like with his head down. He holds his arms out, almost as if to say, "Fine, just do it." And he just sits there, waiting for something to happen.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna let me do this, I'm just gonna clip those motherfuckers on.
All right, no saves or anything then, and there you go.
Iron will gonna go saying, just calm down. We went shortly. Nobody here to harm you. We are friends. We need you.
I give you the code to unlock those manacles, Iro. I want to go back to the ship and start piloting it again. Okay.
Uh, there is something that I can cast light. If if Irie gonna stay with Vaki, I guess we need gonna need light since the shield's not flashing anymore. Okay,
Okay.
I cast lighting on Zin's armor.
Again, you light Zin's armor up.
Why?
We need light, man.
No, we don't. We need light outside.
Okay, okay. I I don't know. We are.
Maybe you
There's
can have the
anything
owl fly outside of
I
it
can.
and put it on the owl.
Oh, the owl. Good point. I cast light on the owl.
There we go.
All right. So, would you have the owl go out in front?
Yeah,
Are
she's
you
gonna
sure
stay
you
in
want to do
front,
that?
and we're gonna stay telepathically bound. So if she sees something, I know it.
Okay. So, you sure you want to have them go out? And
Why don't
Sure,
you have the owl
don't,
perch
but
on
seems a good
the
idea.
nose of the craft?
huh?
Why don't you have the owl perch on the nose of the craft?
Do you
Hmm.
think that'll be any? Okay. Well, do as you wish. I just need to know what's going on before I continue.
I'm gonna put the owl in front of the ship so she can clear the path.
Hmm. Okay.
And while that, I'm gonna try to calm down Vaki so we can speak and maybe get get things going without hurting him.
Okay. So, you have to role play the whole calming down thing since persuasions and stuff don't actually work on each other, PCs
So
wise.
the thing is that since the manacles kind of already attached to him, he's not doing anything. He's just sitting there like he just got the worst news of his life, and he's just sitting in a corner at this point with his cloak laid out almost like a bed, and he's just kind of just sitting there, just kind of like waiting for the next set of instructions.
Alrighty. My character's gonna get up from the seat in front. He's gonna move to the back of the craft where these guys are. And he's going to look at this monkey guy and he's gonna say, "Alright, look at me in the eyes when I talk to you."
And he
Uh,
does so.
okay. I want him to take those manacles off. You are free. You are among people who do not wish you any harm. We are attempting to go to our own homes. We think we have a way of doing it, but we require the help as many of people from other places as possible. If you wish to assist us and go back to your home.
Home?
Home.
Free? And
Yes.
he just almost look like he almost looks like life has been given back to him. He looks up immediately when you say free and home. Those are his key words. He looks up and he just free, home, free, and he almost like looks hopeful, like a puppy dog looking at a piece of pizza and just wishing it would just fall into his face. He just like that couldn't have been the most key words that he has ever heard in the last week. And he just home free and he jumps up like he's stooped down when he jumps up, but he stoops down and he goes, free, home, free, and that's the only things that he's saying at this point is just free, home, free, home, and he just holds out his hands like to obviously motioning to get it off. He goes, free, home. He just shakes his hands at this point. He's actually getting really excited at this point.
I look at him and I say, I'll do this, but you have to be calm. You have to be helpful.
And he goes, home, free. And he sits there, but his tail is just whirling, and it's just going on a mind of its own, just waggling all over the place. And he's sitting there like he doesn't know what to do with his hands, and he's just like fiddling with his fingers, and he's just everything is just moving, but he's trying to sit still, just free, home, free.
I start
home,
to
free.
fiddle around with the little display screen on the manacles, and I click them, and the energy beams holding his hands together all dissipate. I take the manacles and I put them back into my suit.
And while you actually did that, he actually specifically watched you do that. He watched you fiddle with them, and he made sure to note what you did in what order. And he's locked that away just in case.
I would like to point out that that's in my alien language.
At this point, he doesn't care what language. He notes what buttons you pressed, what highlighted, what didn't, and specifically where you touched. And he doesn't care what language. And he's just noted the placement of your fingers and the order in where you touched.
All right.
Being very comfortable, so to speak, with manacles.
All right. So now you guys are roaming through the Everdark. And you have 4 beings currently on your thing, on your in your strange little party. As you kind of look on ahead, you get a sudden and very swift cutoff. Cronus, you get this feeling of, oh no, basically. And
again.
and then as if like the connection just completely cut and the light went out.
I stop my craft and I raise the shields.
Okay.
I raise my shield and my flail as well, and I go to Zin and says, Randy is gone. Randy is gone. I'll skin that bastard.
Anyway, and as soon as you say that bastard, the front part of the ship where you see the whatever, you see a giant gaping maw that looks like a Venus flytrap but fuzzy. And it's this giant creature. It's probably about 20 feet tall. And it has multiple arms and it's gray fur all over it.
And that's when I kick this ship into reverse.
First, I'm going to have a grapple check against the ship.
What's the ship's strength?
All
right.
It should be high, but this thing's a freaking really big creature too. So I'm going to just say that they're about the same. So I'll roll for that. This is the ship's roll. Okay. You're grappled. Your ship is being grabbed by this.
I am just unleashing everything.
All right. So it's your turn. Do you want to do a full round action to just keep shooting the creature?
I'm just shots. All the shots I could possibly
All
go.
right, so go ahead and roll it.
Alright. First shot is a 2, so a 9 is not gonna hit. Can I hit advantage because this guy's right in front of us?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's really big, so hitting's not the problem. Doing any damage is the problem.
It's a fucking laser cannon.
I understand it's a laser cannon, but this thing's huge.
It's still a laser cannon, though.
I get it. It'll do 46 damage, but this thing, well, you'll see for yourself.
Alright, fuck it. I'll just do the damage then. Alrighty. That's 10, 12, 15. Is there any modifiers for that? Should we like intelligence or something, or dexterity?
No, 46 was pretty much what I thought would be required for it, but I guess it gets... you're kind of... That's where it gets weird for me, because, like, it's a ship, and it's the part of a ship. And, like, does your dex add to the damage?
Well, I
On
was
range?
thinking it would be, if it would be for me, it would be my intelligence, because I'm, like, using a computer.
Okay, so it's 46 plus, plus whatever your intelligence mod is.
Alright, so that's 15, that's 19.
Okay, so as soon as you do that, it singes the fur on its chest, and it just gets angry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't have any bright ideas.
Alright, so now it's Cronus' turn, then Michael's turn, and then...
I don't want to die, but think of my carrot. He got really pissed off. What's the distance from him to the creature?
You guys are being grappled by it, so it's gotta be within 10 to 20 feet.
Guiding bolt.
Okay,
I made a range attack to him.
okay. It's probably gonna hit.
And
Is his magic just phasing through my ship?
Well, we'll find out. It's magic.
at least my guys think it's magic. It's 17.
Okay, so somehow, some way, through his willpower and his vengeance, the bolt goes through the ship and hits the creature.
I do. This is a level 1. I do it 46.
You just did the same amount that this shit does. That's great.
Yes!
I
Good
feel,
rolls!
I feel as if the ship should do more damage.
I
Well,
don't
I
care.
thought 46 would be a lot. 46 is almost twice as much as freaking most of those laser guns do.
No.
18?
Laser pistol does 3d6. Laser rifle does 3d8.
Well, I don't know then. We'll figure it out later, I guess. Anyway, what do you do?
18.
Okay. It's starting to get really burned, and you can smell the fur burning.
It's a radiant damage. Do it helps a little?
No,
Is this a demon?
no, it's not a demon. But anyway, so now it's Michael's turn.
So, seeing this giant creature and seeing all of the damage that's already been done, he's just gonna say, "Not happy, not happy." And he starts looking around, trying to find a this ship. Is it a closed ship, or is it like, is there an opening, or is there an obvious opening?
Alright. There is a opening in the ground where I sucked you through. There's also a way to open in the back, and there's also an emergency hatch in front of the seats where if I hit a button, it would go emergency, leaving.
So the monkey, seeing the entrance that he actually came through, he's going to grab the edge and he's going to attempt to climb underneath and just basically try to swipe at it, just and just like try to swipe at it, basically, not knowing what else he can do. He's gonna pull out this long sword that he's had behind his back, and he's just gonna swipe at it, trying to do whatever he can to get home and be free.
Okay, roll the hit.
19. Let's see. That would be strength, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so it's 20 unnatural, though.
Okay. So you hit. Do your damage.
Alright, so that would be for the longsword. 5 damage. A whopping 5.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so you can cut through its finger, and it just gets so upset. Now it's its turn, and it starts munching down on the freaking ship. All right. So it doesn't pierce through the ship's shields, but its mouth is currently all around it.
Alrighty. Well, I have 2 questions. Question number 1 being, since I'm piloting the ship, do I get to still take my actions as normal? So when I attack, do I still get 2 attacks since I'm a fighter?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright. And the other question is, well, it's not really a question so much as I'm going to make a statement towards my other players. So it's role-playing, huh? I'm going to turn to Iroh and say, you can get on one of those computers and try to shoot at the ship if you want. Shoot at this creature.
Just tell me the wrong thing to press and I'll press it.
Right? I show you the simple the simple targeting computer. It uses the same numericals I taught you earlier, and you just pretty much drag this cursor with your hand and target your opponent with that, and then hit this big green button.
Yeah.
I think you can do that. Alrighty, so after that, I'm going to actually attack, and what I'm going to do is, my brain part. I'm going to make 4 attacks, because I'm going to take Action Surge. I'm going to just take 4 attacks.
Okay.
And do they all hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big-ass creature. I'm not really...
So,
However, what I just rolled is horrible.
what'd you roll?
Do your barrage first. It's your turn. The entire other's initiative is 10, so... Remember that handy-dandy table?
Hold on.
So what happened?
I did 69 damage with my laser guns.
It looks bloodied, and describe how you do it, but it's not dead.
I go onto my targeting computer and I press button 4 times, I guess.
Oh, that sounds so lame.
I know, well, sometimes doing crazy awesome things are actually really lame. And then antimatter guns start ejecting particle beams.
Alright, so now it's the actual realm's turn. All weapons disappear for
I'm so upset that I suggested this.
Karma's a
4,
bitch.
5, 6, 7, so 6 rounds. There's no weapons. You guys no weapons.
I cannot be disarmed.
What?
I cannot be disarmed. Hold on. Here, let me read it to you.
Does it
Once
say
you
that
have
reality
bonded a
can't?
weapon to yourself, once you have bonded a weapon to yourself, you can't be disarmed of that weapon unless you're incapacitated to it.
Okay, so you're the only one that keeps your weapon, but that's the only weapon you have.
That's
Good
alright.
luck.
I'm gonna walk.
You're holding a cannon?
I'm gonna like lead my alien head out of the fucking and just shoot the fucker.
Oh my god. That's great. Yeah, I love this table, guys. It's so rad.
You know when you think everything is fucked up and you remember that there is something that you forgot about your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a war priest.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take extra attacks as a bonus action.
Yeah,
Too
Yeah.
bad antimatter cannons are gone.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
can't we summon them with their mind since that's what we did with them in the first place?
You can probably try to get them back, but it's not your turn.
Well, hey, I know.
But at the same time, I think this is the realm messing with you, so I don't think it would be, able to happen until this actually is done, which is 6 rounds.
Okay.
But it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're talking. I'm gonna cast again Guiding Bolt, but I'm gonna cast is a level 4 spell.
Oh
So
shit.
Okay.
So I can roll 1, 2. I roll 7d6,
We
and I gonna use Guided Strike so I can add plus 10 to my attack roll.
Okay, so just describe how it dies.
You see this massive ball of energy in my flail, and I swing it in my hand, and then I swim it down, and the bolt goes, and pierce that thing, and then at first seems that nothing happens, but then the creature starts to implode from inside, and we are covered in creatures' guts.
Nice. Alright. And now the weapons are currently finally back. Everyone gets their weapons back.
Woo, my laser pistol's back.
Yeah. And
My button
yeah.
is back.
And now you guys are covered in guck and gore.
Can we call
Well, at
it
least-
gore?
Yeah. Anyway, and you can't actually see where your ship is going. Make a check.
What?
Pilot check.
A piloting check? Alright.
Intelligence or whatever.
Since my character is actually hanging out of the vehicle, can I try to add some kind of advantage to that, being like rock, or I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, you can use an aid.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't think I need advantage, but I'll roll it anyway. I got a 15 plus 7, so that's a 22. Where'd my other dice go?
Yep. So you successfully crash land
Oh, shit.
into the murky darkness,
Another 15.
but your piloting check is well enough that the ship itself is within. Doesn't hurt you guys inside, but the ship seems to be out of commission.
Isn't that so stereotypical of aliens always crashing their ships? I'm just feeding into the hype.
But
I just swipe the guts from and blood from my face, put in the ground, and say, "That's for my owl."
bitch. Nice.
So, my character, he's actually going to take a finger and just swoop, and then just like sitting there for a moment and determining if it tastes good or not. And he just kind of,
Mm.
and then he goes for it again.
It doesn't taste good at all. It tastes like gross. It tastes like mold and sweaty gym socks.
And so, trying it one more time, being like, I don't know, maybe
just
it's
make
just,
sure.
He starts doing that, and it's like he wipes on himself again and adds another bright streak to his clothes, and he just kind of.
Oh God, this guy's disgusting. Oh my God, this is everything that I thought it would be and more.
I try.
All right. So what's our time count at right now?
And almost 3.5 hours.
Okay. So you guys have crash landed the ship, and it doesn't seem to be in too driving of a position right now. And when you guys try to imagine it back, it doesn't.
Shit.
Yeah, fuck.
And then my character, seeing everyone cuss, he just goes, "The shit!" He's trying to be a part of everyone. Just be like, "The shit!"
So my character cracks his 18 knuckles. Yeah, he only has. Holy shit, no. That'd be 16 knuckles? No, 18 knuckles? No? I can't remember. It's a lot of knuckles. Just trust me. But he cracks his knuckles and he says, looks like we'll have to actually repair the ship this time, guys.
With what?
With
Ellie said,
yeah.
and she adds this. Way to go.
Can I just shoot this bitch already?
I can try.
Keep
And-
doing that, Mike.
I can buff you,
Go ahead
man.
and try.
As she claps, he's gonna get really excited, my character, and he's just gonna be like, seeing that no one else claps, he just
Nice.
like, oh, it
All
wasn't
right,
a good thing.
so let's travel in one direction until something happens.
Were you not going to try to shoot her?
No, not right now. She's
Not right now.
No, not right now.
That's great. That's funny. Anyway, so you guys start walking in a proper direction, and finally you see a small pinprick of light. It seems to be pretty far away, but as you're continuing to walk, which you have no sense of time at this point, eventually turns into what appears to be a pure white circle on a wall, what you could assume of darkness.
Alright, I'm popping out my gun.
I'm
Okay.
ready my shield and flail.
And my character, seeing everyone else kind of do such, he pulls out his short sword and just kind of sits there, like, not in a defensive stance, but like at a jumping stance. Just kind of like, I don't know what we're doing, but I'm doing something.
As soon as you all get close, or about how close do you get to the circle?
36 feet.
Okay,
So specific.
It's important.
36.5.
Yeah.
Repeating, of
36 feet,
course.
36 feet, 6 inches. Yeah, that sounds good.
Anyway, so what do you guys do?
I shoot at it.
At
You
the
shoot
circle?
at. Oh, are you sure?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm not
That's
sure.
the best answer.
I'm not sure at all what to do. I cast Blade Ward on myself.
What does that do?
It gives me resistance to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage.
All right,
And
so
basically what that is I'm going to it's like a minor shield.
nice. Okay, so what else do you guys do?
Oh, oh God. Let me see what we can do.
So
Oh, I have a
Michael,
crow.
make a perception check.
Who?
Michael.
All of us?
But no, Michael.
Well, I'm making one anyway.
Okay.
I got a 12.
You hear something vaguely familiar. It sounds like your family coming from the white dot. It sounds like they're enjoying their time, and you remember from when you were younger when you all, sat in the trees together and, were telling stories and jokes. And it sounds like you're exactly what that is, but it's coming from the circle.
I'm gonna
Um,
ready again.
so what was your perception check?
12.
No,
Oh,
Zin.
Oh, I joked. I didn't roll a perception check, man. But if you want me to, I will.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to, go ahead.
Sure. It was a 2.
Okay.
Plus 3.
You
It's 5.
hear from the thing someone calling your character's name. Zin, Zin, wake up! In your native tongue.
so my character, hearing his family, he puts his sword away almost immediately, and slowly starts to do that, do it like almost like a monkey walk, like where he's kind of hunched. His arms are long enough to where he can touch the ground. He just kind of slowly makes his way over, just kind of like like in Venarian kind of or Venara, he's calling out to his mom, and almost imagining when he used to pick gnats out of his older sister's hair as his mother did for him, just listening to these fantastic stories that his dad used to tell while throwing these colored powders into the fire and colors exploding left and right, just imagining it. It's almost too much, and he gets to within about 5 feet of it and just kind of
And that is of course when my character is going to pull out his weapon and fire, not trusting us at all.
Okay, so you shoot it?
I do. This is actually I do.
Alright. Go ahead and do your damage.
I don't like that. There's no roll. Like I have to
No.
roll to shoot it, right?
Just do damage. Just do your
All right.
damage.
All right. What does my fucking gun do? All right. Fine, man. That is 17 damage.
It shatters into a million pieces, and all the stuff that you've heard is gone. And now the inky blackness returns to your vision.
So the moment that it actually does shatter, my character just drops deadly. He just seeing these almost glass-like substances just in front of him. He picks one up and just grabs it hard, and he's slowly starting to do it. Blood's trickling down his hand. He just smashes it, and he just looks back directly at Zin, and
Hold on 1 second.
I don't know if I should wait now or.
Well,
I don't feel like repeating myself, so I'm gonna wait for him.
cool.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Okay. So after he smashes the glass that into like a slightly more shattered piece, he looks directly at Zin and he just books it at him with this animal anger, just utter rage. He runs right at him without any ambition to save himself.
And that is when I place a hunting trap in front of me and step out of the way.
I see all this. I see the monkey thing attacking Zin. So I cast Sanctuary on Zin.
Oh god, what the fuck is Sanctuary do?
I tried to cast that once. I want to cast Sanctuary. If he fails a wisdom check, he must attack another character.
I'm not worried about it. Thank you.
So, wait, I need to make the wisdom save?
If you attack him, yes.
Yeah, I feel like my character would. So, I might as well just roll. Alright, wisdom 17.
You pass. Sorry.
Oh, this is
So-
delicious.
That's okay, because I'm put the trap in front of me.
So, when I get into about 10 feet, my character is actually going to do a jump to try to go over this trap that he's quite obviously put down at this point.
Good, good.
Do I need to make an athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, yeah.
I think that's in athletics, actually.
To jump over something?
Yeah, I got schooled on that one day. Acrobatics is about keeping your balance and shit, and being able to stay on your feet for stuff like that. But the actual jumping is actually like an athletics thing.
That's weird. That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I mean, I think jumping is even listed under the stuff in the book under what athletics does.
Well, regardless, I think he probably fails, because either way, it's under a 10. And I think a 10 is what's required for a trap.
I do not know what's required for a trap. I should look that up, since I'm using a trap.
Let's see here, because if it is a athletics, he got a 6.
It's a DC 13 Dex saving throw to avoid the trap, I guess. It's not even a check. Well, I guess you trying to turn it into a check, which is fair still. But no, it needs a 13.
13?
Yeah.
Okay. So my character, he jumps a little bit too early, thinking he can jump further than he really can, and he just basically jumps right on it.
And you take 1d4 piercing damage, which will be 2 piercing damage, and you stop moving.
So that's 2 damage?
Yes, 2 damage.
Alright.
2 trap damage.
And so at this point, not being able to move, he's thrashing, he's doing whatever he can, and at this point, he actually takes his dagger and he throws it at you, aiming directly for your face.
Fucking do it.
Alright, so, let's see.
I'm gonna have to roll initiative now.
Bullshit.
For PvP?
Well, Allie's still not gonna do jack crap for a while.
Alright,
She's just
so
eating popcorn.
I got a 10 again. Well, I can't say again, but I doubt I make it.
No, can I roll to catch it in midair?
Catch what? The dagger?
Yeah, I
Yeah, because
want
I
that
chucked it and I got a
I
10.
guess that could be a dexterity reflex or whatever.
Well, I figured like a sleight of hand or just a dex save.
Either one.
Alrighty, I'm gonna look. See, I think I'm good. I'm gonna think I'm equally good at both, so I don't think it matters.
Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 13.
Okay, so I'm not sure how that's. What was your roll?
9 plus a 4.
No, not yours. Michael, for the actual attack.
Oh, I got a 4 plus a 6, and so I got 10.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say you grab it.
I catch it and I wave my finger. No.
He just yells. It's not even a language anymore. He just.
Oh man, you guys.
I wish I had a net. Fuck.
What?
I would have used the net instead of the trap, honestly, because the net doesn't do damage, but
Yeah.
it's considered a weapon. And I wanted a melee weapon that was decent. So I have
Allie goes over to Iroh and says, "You know what the funniest thing about this is? It's the fact that they need each other to get home, and they're gonna try to kill each other. Do you want some popcorn?"
Is this where we roll initiative?
I was just gonna go. That sounds like justice. Grab some popcorn and stuff to eat. He sits
so
beside her and goes. I hope don't get it worst. I can heal both of them.
Oh, this is beautiful. All right, so it's back to initiative top, which was
I
Zin,
rolled a
I think.
non-natural 20.
Oh, were we supposed to roll initiative? Because I didn't.
Well, it's kind of just back and forth, and I'm having Allie do stuff after you guys go. So.
Okay. Alright.
So who's going first?
I'll give it up to you, man.
Works
Uh,
take it.
Okay, then I go. Oh, wait, I don't know where I go.
My character is going to just straight up walk up to your character and tell him to calm down. I'm going to pull out some manacles.
Oh man.
So, when you tell him to calm down, he kind of comes to a little bit, still furious, and he just says, "You take freedom! You take home!
It was clearly a trap. Clearly a trap.
You take freedom!"
Who knows what would have happened if you touched that? And that was the only way I could have assured you that you didn't touch that and hurt yourself.
You take home!
Well, why don't we just figure this out without coming to blows?
I'm not sure because, like, you kind of, in his eyes, the monkey at least, the Vanara, I think, like, you just took away something so precious. I don't even know if he would be able to calm himself down very quickly.
Well,
I mean,
I have to fucking kill him, aren't I?
oh god.
Iris steps and he uses thaumaturgy to make his voice louder again, and he gonna screams "Talk!" That is stop in Draconic, but
Mhm.
is 3 times louder than normal, and tries to intimidate the guys fighting, especially Vaki, because that seems the most aggressive of both. Then I roll intimidation just to take his attention to me and try to forget whatever acid trip he was. Do I
Okay.
roll
You roll for.
intimidation?
Okay, so how are you intimidating him exactly?
I I scream louder uh, to him to stop in draconic language, so it seems like it's a dragon screaming something.
Okay. Yeah, roll intimidate. And you roll will or wisdom save, I guess, Michael?
Would that be more of like an insight or just
No, I
wisdom?
think that's just a save period.
Okay.
I think that's how
Um.
that roll.
Well.
You're a coward, you get it?
So I can role play this. I can role play this. So
Yeah.
uh, from the moment he well from the moment that uh this character yells loudly, he almost snaps to um like like he is back at the slave, like back as a slave, and immediately he almost preemptively feels like a whip is gonna snap at him really quickly and really like within the next few seconds, and he just instantly just drops and just falls forward and just kind of like covers himself again.
Okay.
And he's just done at that point. He just kind of does that and he just cries a little bit, but it's more for if you're too close, you can hear him crying, but he's just back like his home was just taken from him again.
I looked to Zin and I said, "We are cool now. No more killing persons, persons that think and can take us home.
I'm
Uh,
not gonna talk.
persons.
All right. So what does Zin do?
He's gonna sit here and manacle this motherfucker.
Okay.
Justice, retribution."
Allie then looks to all of you and says, "Okay, now that this sideshow is over, we should just continue on. Come on, I'll lead the way."
I
And
agree.
now we're gonna do outros. So, what do you guys go ahead and kind of round table? How you guys leave, or you guys go deeper into the darkness.
I,
I
I
say
guess
we're
I'm
going
gonna
to
on
the
front with my shield light.
Okay. And anything else? Like, do you?
I take him obviously off of the trap, collect the trap back into my suit, grab my gun, and I point it into his back, and I have him walk in front of me.
Oh man. And finally, Vaki.
So, did he get manacled? Just
Yeah.
just
I'll
as a
manacle the
he
shit
did.
out of you.
Okay. So as he's being pushed forward, he glances down without moving his whole head down, and he's just starting to press the buttons that he saw you press,
Oh
and
yeah.
he's just gonna start messing with the buttons.
Oh man, that's great.
Time.
That's such a great outro because that means at the beginning of the next one it could try to get you out of those. That's so good. Oh, all right. So all right. So that's the end of session one. That's
Oh man, that was awesome.
I'm glad everyone liked it. So anyway, to everyone who's been watching and or who will watch it, thank you for watching, and hopefully we will get this group again for uh, the second part of Escape the Other. I'm GM Artifacts signing out.